Hey everybody, this is James Pelton. I hope you guys are doing great. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. It's a little dark and dreary here. We got rain and storm. It's kind of making me feel a little lazy. So my energy level has been low today. So you know what? I'm going to need you, Jason and McElroy and Solo. I'm going to need you guys to really bring the energy here today because it's a little dreary in Lincoln, Nebraska. But it's good to see everybody. Good to see you in the audience. If you were here earlier today and here now, like I see Funny Turo. If you're here in both my AMAs for today, you guys are awesome. Appreciate you guys. Please hit like. That always is helpful. If you have questions as we're going, things you want us to talk about, as always, bring those up. We will talk through those things. So we are going to talk about two projects today. We are going to talk about WarFi and Hybrid and how they work together is mainly what we're going to be talking about. Before we get into it, let's go ahead and do introductions. Jason, we've had you a lot, so we'll do your introduction last. Let's go ahead and start with McElroy. Do you want to go ahead and quick introduction of you, and then we'll start talking about the projects?
Sure. I'm McElroy. I've been around for about a year now, with the original Hybrid. I'm one of the co-founders of Hybrid Finance and also Hybrid Bond now. Mostly I work with Solo and Kilmac on just developing new products, managing the treasury a little bit, and just kind of, trying to find new AMAs to get our hybrid bond out there, I guess.
Awesome. No, excited to have you. And actually, we have hybrids coming back on Thursday. So we're going to talk through a little bit today, but Thursday is going to be a full-on hybrid-focused AMA. So really excited for that one as well. What about you, Solo? Can you do a quick introduction?
Yeah, for sure. I've been around roughly similar time length to McElroy, and along with himself and Kilmac, we oversee the three of us do everything to do with hybrid bonds. So my focus is on developing the product, so what the bond is, which we'll obviously cover a little bit, and then also looking at how can we work well with others. Really, there's plenty of great other projects out here, and we would like to tie in with as many of them as possible through legitimate, like we'll go on to discuss, legitimate use cases and legitimate benefit to everyone.
Awesome. Love it. I love legitimate use cases. I love real revenue. All key words that I love to hear. And then upper right corner, I suppose we should introduce this guy. Jason, you want to do a quick introduction of yourself?
Okay, well, let's be honest, like everybody's seen me up till now.
There might be brand new people who never.
Let's say there's brand new people that have noticed the dumb shirtless guy that comes on the channel every now and then. All right, Jason from South Africa, founder and CEO of WarFi. We obviously have got plenty of different things going, but the main focus that we've got at the moment is our trading bots and how well they've been doing over the last year. 17 months if you take it, obviously, where they've been trading live. So yeah, we've been going strong, and obviously we were making a name for ourselves. So we're obviously starting to now collaborate and do a lot more partnerships, and actually helping others with real revenue, and calling out all these damn Ponzi's. We're waging a war on DeFi. That's why it's WarFi.
Waging a war on DeFi. I like it. And Jason never dresses appropriately, but that's fine. That's that's who he is. We love that about him. And I'm actually going to South Africa to visit Jason here in a few weeks. So really excited about that as well. So let's go ahead. Maybe we'll go reverse this time. Jason, again, for people who are watching who don't know, you kind of talked about it. Do you want to talk a little bit about WarFi? What's new with WarFi? What is WarFi? And then we'll talk about what is hybrid. Then we'll talk about the partnership. But Jason, what is WarFi and what's new with WarFi?
All right. So in a nutshell, WarFi, in collaboration with Shiny Jackal. Shiny Jackal has been a bot service that we eventually partnered with and we became exclusive with. So the two teams basically joined to create one, obviously, super team when it comes to trading bots, manual trading algorithms, using some of our AI as well that we've been dabbling into lately. But basically, we've been getting people real rewards. There's been so many projects in the space. I've seen 99% of them come and go. And unfortunately, the problem is there was no legitimate profits. So eventually we've come up through the ranks, slowly but surely, and giving people real revenue. And we've just released our new DApp as well, so which is amazing. People are loving it. If you can bring that up, there's obviously still the different tiers that people can buy into. I mean, we've got a couple whales that are already jets and stuff like that. But this is basically an actual trading system where people are depositing their money, through the different tiers, depending on what they want to deposit. We take those funds, okay, and we go trade them using our trading bots, our manual traders, our trading team. And we've been actively trading now with Shiny Jackal, and the bots have been running actively for 17 months with no losses. We've got an average of just over 8% for those 17 months. And what we've been doing is obviously sharing this with everybody getting into it. So very, very simple. We obviously stick to this. We stick to this technique. It's been working for us for a long time. There's a lot of other projects that are claiming to do something similar, and we've seen them come and go. So, the fact that you've got an actual face, you've got, James that actually has visited me before, you've got KYC, you've got all these things. Warfi is a project that has stood above because of all different reasons, from safety to actual revenue to non-Ponzi-nomics. It's actually, you get what obviously the value is obviously traded. So if we make 5% for the month, you get 5%. If we make 10% for the month, you get 10%. And that's how it's supposed to be done. If anybody's promising you 1% a day, run.
Run away. That's right.
Run.
All right. And then what about hybrid? Hybrid, I've not had on the channel quite as much. But you kind of talked a little bit about what you guys are looking to do. But let me bring up the website here. And you guys want to kind of just elevator pitch a little bit about this is kind of a relaunch. Is that correct? You want to talk a little bit about that journey and what's new? And just kind of give us a little bit into what Hybrid Bond is doing.
Yeah, for sure. So we're essentially, Hybrid Bond is a new product offering through the same fundamental project as Hybrid Finance. So our focus, it very much ties in with what Jason was talking about. We just go about it in different ways, and we're focusing on slightly different areas, but it fundamentally relies on that same principle that what we get in is what you guys get out, right? We don't create anything through some suspicious smart contracts or anything and pay you out in something untangible. The whole purpose of Hybrid Bond is it's a singular NFT offering that is sort of like a diversified portfolio in one, right? We're not going completely down one route or a different route. You're getting access to a range of different tokens and a range of different ways of generating money. So our main three at the moment is mining, so Bitcoin, Litecoin, Kadena, Doge, Nervus, to name a few. And then we also go into liquid staking, potentially validating, and any blue chip farming that it has a high level of trust and legitimacy, basically. So we're partnered with the likes of Kian for some automated strategies on that front. And then our third is Warfi, right? So Jason was just mentioning, basically the reasons that we want to be a part of what they're doing is that, there's no point us trying to reinvent the wheel, right? Warfi have something amazing going on there. There's no point us going like, oh, well, let's develop our own trading bots when we can just use theirs, right? What we're familiar with Shiny Jackal, who powers a lot of their trading bots. We've been with them with the past with Hybrid. We completely understand, in the sense of where that money goes, how it's used, how it's deployed, and it gives us that confidence as if we're doing it ourselves, but completely outsourcing it to people who do this for a living, So that's kind of ours. Like on our website there's a list of tokens that we will be aiming to airdrop to you guys quarterly. If there isn't a wrapped version of that asset on Polygon, then it will be swapped to USDC, the same as what we get from Warfi, and airdrop that way. But the goal is to give you guys as much exposure to a range of curated yield generation options, but all of which are tangible, realistic, and legitimate, basically.
Okay. Awesome. I love it. Yeah. And we have a full AMA coming up Thursday. So I've been kind of going back and forth how much to dig into it here, how much to not dig into it, because I don't want to spoil, our Thursday AMA. That's going to be kind of the big hybrid one. But can you kind of tell, are you partnering with people for the other parts too? So the trading strategies is going to be kind of war bots. Is that going to be fully in war bots, or are you going to be partnering with others? And are you doing the same thing with your mining and yield farming? Are you partnering with different people, or how's that working?
Yeah, so the without putting our eggs all in one basket too much, we would love to partner as much as possible. At the moment, trading bot wise, we're completely focused on warbots. We have dabbled extensively in trading bots at this point, and every time you get, I think Jason mentioned 8% on average per month, which first of all, I mean, is it's hard to think of what more do you want, to be honest. That's pretty good. But you can get more out there, but you're 100% going to see downside, and we're just not really interested in that. It just doesn't align with the product that we're offering with the hybrid bond, right? We might come along and do something more is focused on higher risk, higher reward in the future, but that's not the goal. So you think of warbots is our degen play in this portfolio, right? That is our highest reward, but ultimately, technically, highest risk, which is kind of surprising as well. But that's where we're going trading bot wise, because for us it's great return, and we get to hopefully have limited to no downside from that. Yield generation with blue chips, we partner with Kian at the moment. Kian is an automating protocol, and they focus on automating strategies that involve liquid staking tokens. For example, Matic or SD Matic, there's Matic X and Stake ETH, to name a few. And then mining wise, we're partnered with Fraction Mining, who run our current mining operations they're over in Texas now at the moment. So we currently run KA3s, L7s, and K7s with them currently. So we're mining that's Kadena, Litecoin, Doge, and Nervus currently. So yeah, aim is to partner out, but we will diversify into other partners as the protocol expands.
Okay, very cool. So in a lot of ways, and people have been asking me to do something like this, but it's kind of like a ETF of just here's these different revenue streams. You got mining, yield farming, war bots, and you kind of talk a little bit about the expected returns here, which again, so this would work out to like 2.7 a month, maybe 2.7% a month, which again, in DeFi, some people might say, oh, that's kind of low, but we found, I think all of us here have found that, yeah, you can try shooting for, super high returns, but there's a lot of significant risk that comes with that. And we've seen too many projects promising too much, and then you end up losing all your money, go out of business after a while. So like it. I like that. I'm excited. Go ahead.
If I can jump in there as well. What I like,
sure.
And what people obviously, maybe don't see behind the scenes is, between WarFi and hybrid, we have the same mindset. Where I think what we've been trying to do for months now is obviously educate people and bring people this realization of these 30% a day, 10% a day, 1% a day. It's just hype, okay? And people fall for it all the time. Where we're trying to build an ecosystem where the first bit of obviously that we're trying to do is not lose money. I mean, I'm an investor. James is an investor. Oxolo is an investor. We're all investors ourselves. We're also trying to obviously make money. But at the same time, you need to have the mindset of, I don't want to lose money. That's the first and foremost. And that's why we obviously slowly but surely, as you see everything that promises all these things slowly fail, what obviously is the core basics of coming back down to earth and realizing, listen, you can still buy your Lamborghini one day. 5%, even just 5% a month is crazy returns. Your bank doesn't even give you that in a year in the real world. This is the opportunity that we've got in crypto. And because it's obviously a niche, it's because it's something new, like getting in on the internet when it just started, That's what we're trying to do. But we're trying to educate people and stop obviously going for these things that are just unrealistic, and creating obviously places where people can come safely and get more people into crypto. This is obviously a way to do it, and we align with the fact of we're trying to firstly not lose people money, but make them great returns along the way. And that's where we're all trying to do it. I think that's where we align, where we want to obviously make a difference, but we're going to do it in the right way and not obviously have all these high in the sky expectations. Slowly educate people the right way. I think that's definitely, first and foremost.
Love it. Yep. And I think that's the mindset that we have to have in the space going forward. So I'm not real interested in much else. People have been asking me, they're like, hey, you don't do nearly as many videos about this and that and the other thing. And I still get the same amount of requests, but just when I look at most projects, I'm like, hey, where's your revenue stream? That's one of the questions. If you ever have filled out my collab request form, I ask, where's the revenue coming from? And most places can't answer. They say, oh, well, someday maybe here, or someday maybe this place. And just, I'm not interested. We've been there, done that. And it's been a losing thing. So
yeah, we've seen every second person come into the industry and create a project saying, we're going to build a game and that's going to create it, or we're going to do this, or we're going to invest there. It's like, what is your goal? Are you just out to make money, or are you here to make a difference, right? Like, unless you've got revenue streams from the beginning, then you haven't planned it out. Then clearly you're just trying to make money for yourself. And that's it, off of us. You're not working with us, you're working off of us. And that's what people don't understand. 99% of these projects that have already launched, are still launching, are literally people just trying to make money off their investors. And the fact is, between Hybrid, between Warfi, and that's why James is also not doing so many of these different AMAs anymore, because, it's obviously to a point where we've all got to take responsibility, and we've got to obviously stop letting these people market these stupid projects. I'm sorry. And I believe James has the same mindset. That's why he doesn't do half these AMAs anymore, because eventually it's just going to create havoc. And we're here, we tried, we tested. The Hybrid guys, the Warfi guys, obviously we're partnering in this to obviously give people safe returns. And at the end of the day, we're doing it in a manner that, hey, we've been here for over a year now, right? I think, well, actually just under a year, but privately back in over a year. But at the end of the day, we're doing it in such a way which is tried and tested, and people can put obviously a face to this, and they can obviously make sure that obviously these are the trustworthy people. I mean, they've been around for a year, not just 2-3 weeks. I don't know where Pepe is going, but anyway, like, I don't get people. Like, there's no utility behind it, but eventually we'll all get to the point of we don't want to lose money anymore. I suppose once people have lost enough, they'll realize they don't want to lose money, and then they'll start coming over safer things like Hybrid, like Warbots, and stuff that we're trying to build out.
Until we come out with the James Pelton Hybrid Warfi meme coin. That's what we maybe need to.
If you ever create a meme coin, I will slap the shit out of you.
I don't want that. Let's open up to the audience here for just a little bit. Quarter Mile says the white paper has zero mention of an audit or KYC. I thought I did see Hybrid. You guys have a KYC, correct?
Yeah,
yes,
with
we do.
Obsidian.
Okay, yeah, I thought I said KYC by Obsidian, and you can check with Obsidian more about that. But they are KYC. Let's see. Should someone call James and wake him up from his nap? You know me so well, Dustin. I took a nap and the alarm went off right before this. But no, I'm doing well. Thank you. Is there a giveaway on today's stream? That would have been a good idea for us to do some kind of a giveaway. I don't think we had anything planned, but we'll think about it. Maybe we'll get something together here. Let's see.
I got an idea.
We can.
Yeah, I'll give away a deposit as well. So how about this? You have to go check the new site. So put it up, James. And under Andrew's face, I want the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th word under Andrew's face.
Okay, so I shouldn't show that.
Don't show them. Oh my word, James, you're a chop. Let them go find the 10th word under Andrew's obviously face. He's got a little definition of Andrew and what he's doing. I want the 10th word. Somebody can give me that.
Put that in the comments. Well, can't people just look and then they'll
go look? No, you're not showing it. They have to go do it themselves.
Well, won't they see other people commenting it?
Well, how do they know they're right?
Oh, that's true. Good point. Okay, so yeah, go do that.
He's thought this through.
Yeah, he's thought this through.
I'm not just a pretty face.
Yeah, we're very official in our giveaways. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do that for a little giveaway. I'll do it live here in a little bit when we're wrapping up here at the end here. So yeah, always love giveaways.
We'll give away an NFT as well.
Oh,
I won't.
Look at that.
We won't leave that one-sided.
Yeah,
it's a partnership AMA after all.
That's right. That's right.
I just need to come up with a suitable challenge. That's my problem. Let me find our website here.
How about
All right, I've got a vague idea, but I don't know what the. I need to check the answer for myself. Bear with me.
Okay. When you get
James,
that, let us
where
know.
is
have
it?
you
Where
done
is
your
it?
10 push-ups for the day?
Have I done my 10 push-ups?
Have you done them today?
I have, man. I've been hitting it hard. You'll see when I get to South Africa. I've been hitting it hard. I got a weighted vest that I've been wearing through my workouts.
Nice.
So man, I've been really
We can't stay ahead of it and mentally healthy and make sure all these things work if we're not healthy ourselves. So I'm watching you.
I will say to anyone, if you're feeling unmotivated, working out does help a lot. It does just makes you feel good, gives you energy. So Keith says back again just for Jason's guns. And then Dieter says guns, those are bazookas. And Dieter, there are a lot of comments about Jason's arms. Okay, we get the point here. Deborah is here in Warfi now, looking forward to the next opportunity. So yeah, there's gonna be more stuff coming. So just stay tuned. It's cool to
just
add
to give people some alpha. I think Warfi itself has in the next 3 months, just like this hybrid partnership, but there'll be even more hands-on, as in we developing something new that people are going to love. There'll be 3 other projects, maybe 4, within the next 3 to 4 months that are going to be released that people are going to go nuts about. So watch Warfi very closely.
Okay. Yep.
Check what our guys are
pay
doing,
attention.
including hybrid. Guys, like we really believe in hybrid as well. At the end of the day, that's what we decided to do. We're waging a war on DeFi to make it better, to make it obviously smarter, and give people actual returns. I promise you, 2% a month is better than 30% one month and then all your money gone the next month. Just remember that.
And
Absolutely.
that 2% is in blue chips, right? So, not saying the next bull run is going to start anytime soon, which is probably not.
But it's better to get in it now.
If you hold and you strategize your, I don't know what, I'm not going to say you should hold or sell, but that 2% will be higher once the value of the blue chips go up. So
yeah,
yep,
exactly.
Absolutely. It's kind of a double. You get a return and you get an potentially appreciating return. So it's kind of a double whammy there.
It's a good, like the current pricing is very good for us in the sense like miners are cheap, blue chips are cheap, everything is cheap, and so really if you think this is kind of what we try to sum it up as is if you think that things are going to stay as they are, well then look at what we're getting currently, that kind of percentages that we've been talking about. But then equally, if you think in the future things are going to get even marginally better, we have a projection section, which is just what we've calculated based off, pricing that like we're not here. It's so important to us that we're not here telling you that like this becomes good in a bull run. That's not the point. Point is it's a hugely viable product. And now it's just an additional selling point of, well, look what would happen in a bull run, basically, in terms of particularly mining and staking sides. For our giveaway, going from left to right, what is the 7th token that we will be airdropping? It is on our website, going from left to right.
So for the Warfi giveaway, which we'll do here in a minute, did you say 10th word down?
Is that what you said? 10th word.
Okay, 10th word after
under Andrew's paragraph.
Under Andrew's paragraph, and then for hybrid, it's the 7th coin that they will be airdropping. Is that correct? So comment those two
left
things.
To right.
Okay, left to right, and we'll give those away here soon. We do have some more audience questions, so I want to get to those. Before we do that, can you guys tell us? Let's start with hybrid. Is this available to mint now? Is the mint coming up, or what do people do if they want to get involved right now?
Yeah, so pre-sale is on the 16th of May, and then main mint is on the 30th of May.
Okay, so 16th is when the initial the pre-sale. Is there anything people need to do to be part of that, or is it just show up and you'll be able to mint?
Hop into our Discord. So you will need to be whitelisted for the pre-sale, but really, we want to have a bit of structure to this, but also the product becomes viable at any point because we have all of these things running already. We have miners, we have staking strategies already in place with the blue chips that the hybrid treasury owns. We're getting into Warfi once this new DApp is all set and ready to go. So we're not too pressed. So hop into the Discord is by far the best place to communicate with us. And if you guys want to get in, we will sort you out. But 16th will more than likely be the earliest, and then 30th for the main product, and then we'll have future batches down the line as things progress.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, hop in the Discord. I just put the link in the comments. Hop in the Discord. You can get a whitelist in there. Jason, are Warbots available to mint right now, or is that coming soon?
They are available right now. So with the new DApp and the new system, it's a lot easier. You don't have to keep track of 10 different NFTs anymore. Basically, your 10 NFTs are held with one spot, and now you could deposit using that same one. If you can connect there, James, people will be able to see it a bit better. But yeah, basically, you can connect, and that'll tell you exactly what you've got in your trading pool. So there we go. James has got $9,207.79 in his trading pool right now. And at the end of the month, that'll be updated, and he'll obviously be able to see what he's made for the month. And it's just a far better system of keeping track of everything. You'll be able to add to your position with deposits. You can change your mode, how you want to get paid out, whether you want to be paid out 50-50 or compounding for a few weeks or whatever the case might be. There's a lot of things you can do. And that's what's quite nice about it. And we've made it safe, and we've obviously done our due diligence, and it's taken a while to get to this point, but as people can see, we haven't just come out all guns blazing, trying to do obviously things. We learn with our community, we learn what our community wants, and we've built it accordingly. And I think that's what's quite nice about this. And it's really, people can go, they can deposit. And I mean, guys, just to let everybody know, these stats will be coming out on the homepage that we're busy updating as we speak. But Warfi is officially over $3 million TVL, guys.
Wow. Yep.
We're doing well.
Yeah. So basically now there's just, you don't end up with multiple NFTs. So it's just a lot simpler, where it's kind of just, you have an amount in there. So it's just a simpler way of dealing with it. Before, you might have had, I think I had 14 NFTs, and you have to pick, okay, I'm claiming, or what am I going to do with these? So it's just kind of simplified the process for everyone a little bit.
And what's cool about it as well is, if you look at this new NFT, it actually changes. So obviously, James has got a war tank, all right? If he puts in another, what is it? Until the next tier, okay? So on your dashboard, go back, James. No, you are right, go back. So there on the dashboard right now, you can see until the next tier, it says $12,000, okay? So once James gets to the next tier, okay, his NFT...
I'm sure James will put that in for us now.
Yeah.
Demonstrate that for us.
Here, let me throw that in.
Get that in there quickly. But basically, this NFT contract is the first of its kind, because the actual NFT that you'll visually see in your wallet will change as your tier goes up. So if you go from a tank to a jet, your physical NFT in your wallet will also upgrade. Not just what you see on our DApp, but actually on your actual wallet as well.
Oh, cool.
So if you're holding your NFT, it's the first of its kind contract, where the actual NFT upgrades as you upgrade. And that's what's
Very
so cool about it. So yeah, first of its kind, pretty cool.
Love it. That's awesome. All right, let's do this first giveaway for Warfi. What is the correct word, Jason?
Own.
Okay.
What do you own? You're about to
16
own
entries. So I'm going to go ahead and do the giveaway for own. You get about 5 seconds if you haven't typed it in already. Okay, I'm drawing. This is the winner for, I like doing this. This is live. It's kind of exciting. It's like a roulette. Let's see who wins. We're not even sure what they win yet. But Stephen O'Connor, you are the winner of something.
of a $500 NFT.
500. Wow. Jason,
We'll
you
go
are
big.
so generous. Well, if I would have known it's $500, I would have entered myself. That's
should have put in
very
the
generous.
work.
So, Steven, what I need you to do is get in touch in the Warfi Discord, or get in touch with Tycho.
Open a ticket in the Warfi Discord, letting him obviously just put there you won the giveaway on James's AMA, and I'll sort you out.
Okay. And then we're still waiting. We'll do the hybrid one here in a little bit. We'll do a giveaway, and it's the 7th coin from the left that they are airdropping out on their website. So you'll have to go check that out. Just keep posting that. Few more audience questions. Let's get to some of those. Steven, who just won, so good, good to take his question. He said, just dropped in. Is there a reason for choosing Texas as the hosting location for the mining, as opposed to other countries which have a lot cheaper electricity costs? Thinking of Alpha Shares, for example, they're going down to Paraguay.
Yeah, definitely. It's a really good point, right? Because we obviously shopped around when we were choosing our hosting partner. It to really align with what we're trying to build with the hybrid bond. It's not so much about eking out every cent, and the effective electricity cost is decent, but it's not massive. Sometimes it gets exaggerated slightly. What we really want is something that we can just rely on, right? A team that we know and that we can fully trust in a location that is reliably going to be viable well into the future, right? And that's what Fraction Mining in Texas offers us. They're a great team. What they're doing with their own project is really, really good. Their hosting deal is very competitive. It's definitely not on par electricity cost wise with what the likes of what you get in Paraguay or in Argentina, for example. But the legislatory environment is there's much greater clarity there. Obviously, every now and then the Fed will go or Biden will go and say something questionable and get everyone in a fluster. But realistically, they also have other options in the likes of Canada and things. So it's just very, very trustworthy. Whereas the second you start to go to Paraguay, you start to get issues. If you guys really are printing a ton of money there at a low energy cost, the likelihood that the government is going to want a piece of the pie is fairly substantial. And if you think that the risk of that offsets, the reward that you get from the low energy offsets that risk, then, that's great. It's just for us, it doesn't quite align. So Fraction Mining offers this competitive rate, realistically, for what we're getting, and also just that reliability basically into the future.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm very involved in both Fraction Mining and Alpha Shares. So I look at it as just one is going to be higher risk but higher reward. So you're getting the cheaper electricity, but there's a lot of unknowns with going down to another country. There's just a lot more risk, a lot more moving pieces, a lot more things that can go wrong, but potentially a bigger return. And so then Fraction Miner is going to be a little bit lower return, but there's going to be less risk with that. So again, I'm heavily involved in both projects. So that's kind of the way that I look at it. Let's see, NFT launcher.
Pies, eh?
Yep, nope, absolutely. A few more audience. Let's see what questions we got here. How you doing, mate? Simon Newcomb here from the EMP AMA. Welcome. Glad that you could be here. Give me a shout out, James. Ozaz, shout out to you. Thank you for being here. What are the team's career backgrounds? That's a good question. Maybe Jason, let's start with you. What's career backgrounds? What did you guys do before you got into what you're doing now?
So I've been in the financial game for the last 12 years. So everything from, obviously, it started off when I was a lot younger working in insurance. Those salesmen that called you on your phone that irritated you? Yeah, I was one of them. And from there, it's gone, obviously, everything in the financial world of investing and obviously brokerage. So that's my background and why we've obviously stuck to obviously my strengths and doing trading and obviously sticking to that and, eventually creating algorithms around our trading and our core mentality of trying to first and foremost be safe and not lose money and then get to a point of obviously gaining rewards. So hence what obviously Hybrid was saying, same reason why they chose Texas above Paraguay, because there's so many known factors and safety comes first. And once again, that aligns with what we're doing and hence why you can see the partnership is so paramount to us. So, what we're all trying to do here, even with the background of, finance and everything, at the end of the day, you still got to be in crypto for a long time to know what you're doing, and the fact that we've been in crypto for the last 6 years, seen the pumps, seen the dumps, seen it all, seen 99% of these projects come and go. We've been here a while. So I don't think it's previous background. I think you want to know people's background in crypto. I think that's probably more important because if they've only been here for a couple of months or, a couple of weeks, are they really going to know the crypto game as much as they say? So you want more guys that have been obviously like Hybrid, that they might not know everything, but using a tried and trusted team like in Texas, instead of trying to start something new that you don't have that assurity on. So at the end of the day, experience and obviously time in the game means a lot more than that extra 0.25%, you know. So even if somebody can offer you 1% higher, that doesn't mean you always just chase the money, guys. You know, you do your obviously due diligence, and safety comes first. Don't lose money, guys, please. That's what I'll always preach to everybody.
Yep. All right. What about you, McElroy and Solo? What was what were you up to before hybrid?
For me, go ahead, McElroy.
I'll go first because I'll just try to be fast before I mess up what I say. But no, the funny thing is I'm living in South Korea, so I'm elementary school kind of ESL teacher. So I taught at public schools here for about 10 years, and then now I'm running my own little I guess kind of like a homeschool business in a way. It's an like they call it a hagwon here in Korea. It's just a cram school. But yeah, that's what I did before. Well, what I still do. Yeah, and then I got into crypto and been around for about a year and a few months, and with hybrid we've been around just over a year now. Pretty simple,
Gotcha.
And then
for me, I was a bit of a background in aviation before this, and then I got into crypto about I feel like a year and a half, 2 years ago now. Time goes so fast, I can't remember when everything was, but basically when a bit before Ohm got really popular, because most of my entry to crypto was working on the DAO governance structures when DAOs became really, really hype, and then we were all like, oh my god, this is a futuristic society. We're all gonna have super sophisticated, clean, validated trust systems and voting mechanisms. And then once that began to run its course, I got just super hype into the APYs for a while, and then I lost loads of money and regained my brain power and started to think, well, crypto kind of is that promised land that we everyone kind of hypes it up to be. It's just the promised land is not inherently what we thought it was, right? It's you can make a ton of money, but it's not, you don't make it in a 1,000,000% APY, as my bank account has figured out.
Right. It's a hard
concerning amount of trial and errors.
To learn. Yep, for sure. Nope, love it. Thank you guys for that. A few more audience questions here, then we'll do the giveaway, and then we can probably wrap up here. T Gunner says WarFi equals longevity, and sustainability. Yes, that is the goal for hybrid as well. Longevity and sustainability. Again, I think done are the days of, hey, let's try to grab quick APRs, but yeah, longevity and sustainability. Is there any long-term risk with WarFi given the rapid development of AI? What do you think, Jason?
Okay, so to put it plain and simple, we're looking into it as we speak as well. And we've developed AIs, but you know what? We use our own treasury money to test out things. And at the end of the day, as everybody knows with WarFi, we choose the safest route first. So we are not going to risk people's money with AI trading bots until we've tried and tested it for at least 3 months. That's what we did, obviously, as well with our own money. And I'm not just talking back testing, actual live trading. Very important to us because anything can happen on a live test. So I would say with this rapid development, yes, there are going to be ways, but at the end of the day, you're still going against people using all these different AIs. And at the end of the day, they're going against each other. And that's what trading volume is. Trading volume has dropped in the last month, and it's very low right now. But you've still got all these different AIs going against each other, and they're not all going to be saying the same thing. So they are going to be just like you and me trading. You might say it's going up, I might say it's going down. What works nicely with WarFi is we're playing on both sides of the fence at all times. We're longing and shorting at the same time and doing it right. And we also have other strategies, and we've got plenty of strategies. I'm not going to give away all the trade secrets, but we do it in a way that we basically, with enough time, we play the time game. And that's why people are going for these quick pumps. They want to make money now. When there's enough money to be made, if you just take your time, patience, do it slowly, do it diligently, and that way you're not risking your money unnecessarily. So that's how our blueprint has been, to do it obviously the right way. And as you said in the question, long term. Long term is obviously where we're at, and we want to do it long term, but we do it safely. So we will never risk, obviously, our people's money for quick gains. It's just not what we've done up until now. And that's why we've grown to where we are now and have over $3 million trading, because people have slowly seen. We didn't come out and try and market it like this is the most APY you're ever going to see. This is real revenue generated over time, and you're not going to get rug pulled. You're not having the risk of just losing your money, stuff like that. We're very diversified. We've got plenty of different accounts. So let's say, for example, you deposit $500. 400 of those dollars are getting split between 20 different accounts with 20 different strategies. So that's how safe we are. But anyway, that's just from our standpoint. But yes, AI, we're already looking into that. We've already got some things going. But until it's a point where it is safe, we won't just jump across as yet.
Gotcha. Okay, love it. Hybrid team, could you please elaborate on yield farming? What is it? What's your strategy? Is it something we can do ourselves?
Yeah, definitely. Yield farming covers a variety, right? Everything from our own hosted validating, all the way through to liquid staking, for example. Well, it's not very far away from that. Let me give you a better example. LP pools would probably be a bigger variety. So what we want to do is accumulate, as this part of the portfolio, we want to accumulate a big bag of our kind of best blue chips, right? So Bitcoin, ETH, AVAX, BNB, Matic, for example. And we want to accumulate them now at what's relatively decent pricing, and then just put them to work in a variety of different options. So it depends on the kind of volume that we generate and the amount of funds that we generate. So validating is great if we host it ourselves. It's super secure, it's super reliable. It's a great way of making a bit on top of what you have, but the return is kind of meh. And honestly, at this point, it's hard to justify not just using Lido for better returns. So it depends on how much we get as to which we'll do. Obviously, there's fairly hefty minimum requirements for the likes of an ETH node or an AVAX node. Certain things like Kian is perfectly usable. A lot of what goes on with our blue chips is something very much that you guys could do yourselves for sure. The element of things that are harder to get into is much more in the realm of the mining sort of area, is the sort of creating access to otherwise tricky to run and operate, and honestly just a hassle to run at this point for a lot of people. So yeah, staking wise, definitely something that you could do yourselves. What we do mention is that, so we take fees off the raise, and we then take a performance fee from each airdrop. The main point of that really is that if you're inaccurate in managing your own money, you will lose the equivalent of that performance fee to excessive transactions and excessive gas costs, plus a minor amount of mistakes. I mean, going into things like Grizzly Finance is great, but the slippage really is no fun. This is Hybrid Bond is a managed product, right? Gas, transactions, moving money, that's all our problem. That's not your problem. That doesn't get reduced from the funds that you deploy to us, right? So anything like that, that's on us. We sort it out. Whereas, the performance fee, some people can get hung up on that and kind of think, well, maybe it is worth me trying to do certain things myself, and it may be. But realistically, I think certainly from our own experience, if you're making too many transactions and you're not using the lowest cost bridge or whatever it may be, you will lose that equivalent very quickly to just kind of day-to-day mismanagements.
Okay. Nope. Thanks. That makes a lot of sense. All right. Let's see. We do have some more audience questions. Audience, I'm going to say, if you have like specific questions, do hop in the Discord. Okay. We want to get all questions answered. Some of these are like kind of specific, and they might not apply to very many people. So hop in the Discord for both Hybrid and Warfi. I'll make sure to get all the links in the description. But let's go ahead and do our last giveaway, and then we will call it a day. That's rhymes. Let's do our last giveaway, and then we'll call it a day. There should be some poem there that I could write. Maybe we'll think about that. But let's go StreamYard giveaway. And again, it's the 7th coin from the left that Hybrid is going to be airdropping out. And what is that answer?
Yeah, I actually got it wrong myself. But
Oh, no.
judging by popular answer, I've just figured out that it is. Let me just double check. It is it's USDC.
Okay, 1, 2, 3,
So
4,
it's not
5.
from that section. That's where I looked originally, but no one else has looked there.
Oh.
So you got to go down to the airdrop section in everyone's defense, and there you go. You just passed it.
1,
That's the one
2,
there.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I see. Yeah, I was counting up here too. So if you counted from up here,
Yeah.
that was wrong. It's from down here. I'll give you like a couple more seconds, but USDC. Also, too, I am uncertain if it is case sensitive. So you might want to try lowercase and uppercase, but we got 22 people in here. I'll give you like 2 seconds. Okay, going. And if Steven wins again, something's rigged.
Imagine.
We'll see what we got here. Jay, congratulations, Jay. You are the winner from Hybrid. So what I need you to do is hop in the Discord and just mention, hey, I was in the James Pelton AMA. They'll know what you're talking about. There aren't, and they'll know what you're talking about. And say, hey, I won, and we'll get you taken care of. So congratulations, Jay. He says yes.
Yes.
So he's very, very excited about that. So, well, do you guys have anything else that you wanted to add or talk about, or are we okay kind of wrapping up here? Anything
I think
else?
we're all good. I think,
Okay.
I'm good from my side.
Okay, good. And we are going to be talking a lot more about hybrid on Thursday. We'll go through the white paper and get into all the nitty gritty and all the details of how everything's working. But again, just final calls to action. If you'd like to get into WarFi, you can go to warfi-tradingbots.com. I'll post that link. These are available to mint right now. And again, the DApp is working and running, and it's all nice and smooth and everything. If you're wanting to get into hybrid, the pre-sale is going to be, you said the 16th, correct? May 16th?
Yes, that's correct.
Yep.
Okay, May 16th. So for now, you hop in the Discord and just keep an eye out to get a whitelist. And stay tuned. I'll be getting tweets out. We're going to do another AMA on Thursday, and we'll make sure to let you know, hey, we had hybrid on. They're minting right now. And again, I think just kind of a lot of people have asked me for like a James Pelton ETF type NFT where you're just getting returns from a bunch of different places. And that's really what they're doing. So they're doing some mining with fraction mining, some yield farming, and they are putting some into warbots. So kind of a cool ETF idea. It's not officially, it's not like SEC officially an ETF. Okay. So don't.
Yeah,
it's like
don't
mention
not yet.
that
Don't
word.
mention that. Not yet. I like that. That's awesome.
Someday.
Love that. So, well, hey, I want to thank the audience. You guys are amazing. Appreciate you guys. Please hit like on the way out. If you're also watching this as a replay, please hit like also. If you're watching as a replay, I do want to remind you, you can't win the giveaways. This was live. Okay. So if you're watching a replay, you can't win the giveaways, but please still appreciate that. And Jason, McElroy, Solo, appreciate you guys. First off, I appreciate you guys just building stuff in the space. And second off, thanks for coming on and talking to us about it. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for having
Thanks
us.
for having us.
As always,
Awesome.
you're welcome.
Cool. Well, hey, everybody. I hope you all have a blessed Tuesday, and we will talk to you later. Thanks so much.
Thank you.